जय गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहार जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना वनचारि जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hari Bol Mataji. Thank you. So, devotees, now we shall recite the glorious Mangala Charan. Let us see. I'm seeing Raghu Prabhu after a long time. Prabhuji, all well?
Well, then, I was traveling and then I came back and I wasn't well. So that's why I had to hold off for a while.
Okay. But hopefully you are feeling better now.
Yeah, I'm better now. Yeah.
Okay. You want to read Mangala Charan, Prabhu, or?
Yeah, I can do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Om Ajnanatimrandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmittam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Tapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavascha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanavitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakanvitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hare Priye Vancha Kalpatarupascha Kripa Sindhupya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktarinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna.
Hari Bol Prabhuji, very nice. Thank you. So, devotees, we are almost getting close to the end of chapter 9. Chapter 9, as we know, it is very aptly titled the most confidential knowledge. Now the question is, what is there confidential? Everything is there, right? Anybody can look into Bhagavad Gita, but it is titled most confidential because we don't understand. Reading and understanding are two different things. We read, Krishna is saying something, but it doesn't go into our mind. Jnana, Vijnana, that is the main thing. So Krishna has talked about quite a few things in the last few verses. He says, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam. So he says, offer me, just simple. We don't have to complicate God. Krishna has got everything. He's got all the ingredients. He has the best of the best resources. He has got all services, in the Goloka Vrindavan, continuously, eternal. He is being served in the best manner. So what is he looking for within us? He says, with little bit of sincerity and devotion. Bhaktaya. Yome Bhaktaya. That's what he's saying. Little bit of devotion. Then in 9:30, let us go a little bit here. He was talking about, even if you are not in the purest of the level, we all try. He's also saying, Yat karoshi, yat yasnasi. Whatever you read, whatever you do, think about me. Do it as a sacrifice to me. Even our austerities, we are chanting. We follow Ekadasi, at least twice a month. We do some fasting, sometimes more, or we do some sacrifice. He says everything, consider that as a sacrifice to me. Acharyas are saying our entire life should be like a bhoga, an offering to Krishna. Yes, preparing the prasadam, bhoga, is one thing. But what is Krishna saying, Yatkarushi, is that whatever we do, so we have to be very careful, devotees. Are our thoughts pure? When we prepare some bhoga, we can prepare, we prepared some rice, some dal, some sabji, some very nice kheer. Everything is very nice and clean. We offer it to Krishna. Everything looks good. But what about our mind? Are we free of envy, jealous, anger? Have we cleansed that? That's what is Krishna wanting. He's saying everything should be an offer. So when we speak with someone, when we think about someone, when we do certain activities, we got to make sure that we are clear of all the anarthas, especially the jealousy or envy or anger, that we become pure that way. And the Krishna consciousness devotional process is to make ourselves pure and get into the perfect level where we can, we don't have to be involved in the material entanglement. So Krishna is saying it is not easy. Krishna knows that our situation, we are still not there. We are not in the Shuddha Bhakti, Nirguna Bhakti. We are not there still. So he's saying even if one commit the most abominable action, if he's engaged in devotional service, he is to be considered as saintly. Very important devotee. So he's saying again, bhajate man ananya bha. Bhajate, devotion. That is what is required, in a very humble mood. If you do that, then we may get into some kind of anarthas. But Krishna is saying still they'll be considered as very saintly because they have taken this devotional process. So the purpose of this is that even though there are many paths, Krishna is definitely has got a preference for devotional service. That doesn't mean he will neglect the other set of members. Some people may be on the jnana path, some people may be on the karma path, some people may be on the dhyana. Their consciousness may be very pure, which is Krishna consciousness. They may not be exactly following this, but Krishna will accept them also. But for us, this is a very structured, process given by Srila Prabhupada. We don't have to deviate. We don't have to speculate too much. What happens if I do the other way, this way? Everything is very nicely laid out. From early morning to night, what shall we do? How shall we wake up? What is our next step? How shall we work in the material world? Everything is very nicely laid out by Srila Prabhupada and all the Acharya. So here, again, the main thing is budgeting, the devotional move. That is 9:30. In 9:31 also, which is a very, very powerful statement, Krishna is saying, Name Bhakta Pranasyati. Very important. He's saying, even if you have a certain problem, he quickly becomes righteous and attains lasting peace. I think he's using the word dharmatma. He becomes, even though he's got certain drawbacks, certain shortcomings, still Krishna is telling he has got every opportunity to become a dharmatma because he is in the devotional path. And this is a very powerful statement, devotees. Name Bhakta Pranasati. Amazing. He says, O son of Kunti, declare it boldly that my devotees never perishes. Devotees, if I may ask this question, this is for discussion. These kind of questions, there may be many possible answers, but just to try. This is very unique. What is very unique in this verse? Can somebody point out?
Which verse was it? You're talking about 31?
Yeah, 31. Yeah. Name Bhakta Pranasati. So this verse,
My
there's
bhakta
something.
never perishes, Prabhuji.
Sorry, Mataji.
My bhakta never perishes. That Krishna is declaring that. So devotee will never perish.
Correct. That's true. Yeah, that is the essence of this verse. But there is one more thing also, very, very significant here.
He did not declare, it declared through the Arjuna.
Yeah. Correct. So, first thing, like Bhashwati Mataji said, the devotees never perishes. And then this is one of the verses where he is asking Arjuna to go and declare. He can declare. He said, I am telling. He's not saying that, oh, son of Kunti, you declare. Oh, son of Kunti, you declare that my devotees will not perish. Why? He's giving so much importance to the devotees. He's going to honor the devotee statement and activities, and whatever they say, he's going to accept it. He will even break his promise for the devotees, as we saw in Mahabharata. We are going to see very soon. Because right now, Bhagavad Gita, very soon the war will happen, and Bhishma, very, very powerful. Nobody can fight with Bhishma. Bhishma was almost about to kill Arjuna. Then Krishna will get into the battlefield. He had taken a vow. Krishna said that I will not fight, but for his devotees, he will fight. So in this verse, two things, devotees will not perish, and then Arjuna's statement is saying, I will honor it. This is not Krishna's statement. He's saying, Arjuna, you go and tell everybody, tell the entire world that my devotees shall not perish. So very important. The background acharyas have said is that he will honor the devotee's statement. This is meant to be, Arjuna is supposed to say this to the world, and Krishna will honor that. So with that, devotees, why not we get into today's discussion, which is 9:32. This is also very powerful. Again, he's only talking about those who are in the process of purification. So in many ways, it is instruction for us. Very, very important. So who can read these verses, devotees?
I can try, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Mami partho vyapasrita e opi shriyo papo yana sriyo boshyo tatha shudras teopi yanti param gatim. Hare Krishna.
Haribol Prabhu. Shall we take two more devotees to read?
Prabhuji, I can read.
Please, Mataji, please
Yeah,
go ahead.
9.32. मम हि पार्थाभयापाश्रित्य येऽपि स्वपापयोनहया स्त्रियो वैश्यस्तथा शूद्रस्तेऽपि यान्ति परं गतिम्.
Haribol Mataji, very nice. I'm glad you are able to recite and slowly getting back to normal. And today is also Mataji's birthday, which will keep few moments at the end.
So, thank you, Guruji.
Okay, one more we can take, devotees. One more devotee. Somebody wants to chant. I see Archana Nair. Would you like to recite?
I'm sorry, I joined for the first time. I don't have Bhagavad Gita in front of me. I'm just trying to listen and understand it. I don't have it.
You are able to see it on your laptop or iPhone, the screen, or no?
Yeah, actually, I could see that.
Okay, that's fine.
So you want me to just read that?
If you can, it is nice.
Okay, I'll try because I'm actually on the phone.
Okay.
So it's Mahi Partham Vyapasrityam Ye Api Syu Papayonayah Striyo Vaishyasthastata Shudrostate Api Yanti Param Gatim.
Very nice. Very well done. Okay, thank you. So, devotees, we can read, one of us can read the synonyms and translation, and then we can go to the purport. Very not long purport, one devotee can read, one devotee can recite the synonym and translation. Mahesh Prabhu.
Yeah, I can try, Prabhuji. Yeah, the synonyms. Yeah. Mama of me, he certainly. Partha, O son of Pratha. Sritya, particularly taking shelter. Ye, those who api also. Suya are Papayonya, born of a lower family. Striya, women. Vaishya, mercantile people. Tatha, also. Shudra, lower class men. Te api, even they. Yanti, go. Param, to the supreme. Gati is a destination. Yeah, translation by Sri Prabhupada. O son of Prutha, those who take shelter in me, though they be of lower birth, women, Vaishyas, in the bracket merchants, and Shudras, the workers, can attain the supreme destination. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Haribol, very nice, Prabhu. Devotees, who can read the purport?
Yeah, I can read it.
Okay, Prabhu. Okay.
Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. It is clearly declared here by the Supreme Lord that in devotional service there is no distinction between the lower and higher classes of people. In the material conception of life, there are such divisions. But for a person engaged in transcendental devotional service to the Lord, there are not. Everyone is eligible for the supreme destination. In the Srimad Bhagavatam 2.4.18, it is stated that even the lowest, who are called chandalas, dog eaters, can be purified by association with a pure devotee. Therefore, devotional service and the guidance of a pure devotee are so strong that there is no discrimination between the lower and higher classes of men. Anyone can take to it. The most simple man taking shelter of the pure devotee can be purified by proper guidance. According to the different modes of material nature, men are classified in the mode of goodness, brahmanas, the mode of passion, kshatriyas, or administrators, the mixed modes of passion and ignorance, vaishyas or merchants, and the mode of ignorance, sudras or workers. Those lower than them are called chandalas, and they're born in sinful families. Generally, the association of those born in sinful families is not accepted by the higher classes. but the process of devotional service is so strong that the pure devotee of the Supreme Lord can enable people of all the lower classes to attain the highest perfection of life. This is only possible when one takes shelter of Krishna, as indicated here by the word Vyapastitya. One has to take shelter completely of Krishna. Then one can become much greater than great yanis and yogis. Hare Krishna.
Haribol Prabhu.
Yeah.
Any thoughts, Prabhu, on this purport?
It's a very nice purport. Here, Krishna is the purport is discussing people of the lowest class, namely the chandalas or dog eaters. But in Krishna consciousness, in the eyes of God, all of us are equal, and there's no such thing as a discrimination between uh, higher class and lower class. The most important thing is that to follow bhakti. So as long as people of the so-called chandalas are purified by associating with the pure devotees, they also can rise up to the higher level. Uh, in the material world, uh, we know that there are all classes of people, and irrespective of whether people say there are no classes here, it started in India, but there's nothing like that. We know that materially, based on wealth, uh, people uh, have different classifications. Those who are very wealthy, those who are poor, standard of living, and so on and so forth. But when it comes to devotion in ISKCON, there's absolutely no discrimination. Anyone can rise up to be a devotee. All he has to do is associate it uh, with a pure devotee, and then with his influence, he can rise up. That's my understanding, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Nice, Prabhuji. Yeah, one quick comment if I can make before we take more reflection. This verse has been misinterpreted, misunderstood by many. It has become words of controversial subject matter because people want to create controversy all the time. Politicians, people who don't believe in Sanatana Dharma, they all create various issues. They say, look, what is your Dharma? Why you are calling it as lower birth, higher birth, high class, low class? You are a religion of caste, separation. You divide people and things like that. Not at all. A good understanding of Bhagavad Gita, especially verses like this, will come to know that everybody is same. Everybody has got equal opportunity to serve Krishna. Nobody is exempt. That is the purpose of this. Not division. Division is there because in a material world, Krishna is displaying all his different flavor. So there will be differences. The intelligence is different. The mood is different. But when we have to serve Krishna, which is the ultimate purpose of anybody's life, there is no difference at all. Everybody has got the same opportunity. So we'll discuss more, but before that, any more thoughts, devotees? What Krishna is saying here? He's talking about the people who are from the lower, birth, women, Vaishyas, Sudras, can equally attain the supreme destination. Bashwati Mataji, Shalini Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, as we see in the Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's era, and he never distinguish or differentiate between caste. And in Jagannath Puri, there is a particular caste. They are actually first come to touch the rope of Jagannath Jagannath Rath. So Mahaprabhu always says that there's no caste or like only one religion, and it's and only one the Maha Mantra is the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So that's what Prabhuji I here just would like to make that point, that it doesn't matter which caste we born, or whatever our status is, social status is, but anyone is eligible to get the Supreme Lord and His mercy through devotional service. Like Haridas Thakur, he was born in a Muslim family, but he is the Namacharya, he is our Acharyas in Vaishnava Sampradaya. So, Prabhuji, that's just like to add, please add more. Hare Krishna.
Absolutely, Mataji. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. We say this at the end of, after the Aarti and other events. As Bhashati Mataji said, he even does not belong to the Sanatana Dharma, but his names are being glorified. Devotees, if anybody ridicules, about the Sanatana Dharma, about Bhagavad Gita, you just tell them, what do they know? They don't know anything. Look at our entire Vedas. The Veda was written, the editor, composer of the Veda is Vedvyas, right? He's not a Brahmana. He's not a Brahmana. Who is Valmiki? Valmiki also, it said that he was born in a Brahmin family, but he was acting as a thief. But we read Valmiki Ramayana, right? So the entire basis is what Krishna has already said. Chatur Varanyam Maya system Guna Karma Vibhagasara. Guna. Based on your nature, based on the type of activities you do, this ashram will apply to you. That all we have been invaded by so many different groups throughout our historical period, and everybody, they exploited this like anything. They completely excluded the guna karma. They made it kula karma. You said that you are a Brahmin, you are born in a Brahmin family, you are a Brahmin. You are Brahmin they created this caste system, not the Vedas. Vedas segregate, it's a different good category of society. Look at the most advanced society that we call. People are divided based on the color. Can anybody believe this? What has got color to do with anything? Nothing. Right? It doesn't really define a person or a personality or what are they, they're good, bad, nothing. Just by color, they are trying to differentiate society. But this kind of segregations, meaning segments, I would not call it even, they all work together. But for the sake of the society to function properly, whoever can take up the Brahmana role, they can. Krishna never said that only people born out of, otherwise Vedavyas, we are reading, Brahmanas are all reading only Vedavyas written one, who is not even a Brahmana. So reply them. If somebody ridicules our Bhagavad Gita or Sanatana Dharma, tell them, hey, we know how to worship. We know how to follow the scripture. Our scripture doesn't ignore, and our scripture is so glorious. We worship different forms of God, right? We see God in the form of a woman. We see God in everything. Narasimha Bhagavan, half lion, half man. How about that? Fresh Matsya, Kurma, Varaha. So nobody can even come close to this kind of a concept of God, that God is everywhere and in every form. River is God for us. What do they know? Who is going to ridicule you? They do not know anything. For them, it's just water. For us, it's not water. It's a very sacred, prasad from Supreme Lord Krishna. The Ganges flows from the lotus feet of Vishnu. Mahavishnu. So like this, everything, if you really analyze, this is so advanced. And Krishna has already mentioned, Panditaha Samadarshina. If you are really elevated spiritually, you will see everybody equally. So the question of all these lower birth, women, Vaishyas, these are all just for the sake of the segments, how different categories of people work in a society. That does not mean they are superior or inferior. Shalini Mataji, you are about to say something, but please go ahead.
Yes, Prabhuji, I was just going to add that this is very true in this shloka. Prabhupada has explained very well that by getting the association of the pure devotee, anyone, it doesn't matter like what class they belong to, women, Shudras, anyone has the opportunity to advance spiritually. I think this is actually also true in our outside of the devotional practice life. Like, when you have the association of students who are sincere in their studies, then even if there is someone who wasn't so sincere with that association, their sincerity rubs on the others, and then they start to become more serious about studies. Similarly, if you are in the company of those who drink all around you, then at some point that peer pressure builds in, and we tend to become like, get that association. So that this is also true of the devotees, where there is a pure devotee, then their sincerity and their devotion, um, that can influence how the others are, how I am. So I'm just want to thank everyone here for their association. Hare Krishna.
A good point. I think, yeah. Any more thoughts, comment, devotees? Mahesh Prabhu?
Thank you, Prabhuji. Yeah, it's real nice discussion. Yeah, and yeah, I think all the points have been covered by all the devotees and you. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay, very good. Devotees, again, we should not get confused. Shudra does not mean he's a lower class, even though, it kind of lower class in the sense it's something like even in the, contemporary modern society, there is something called a white collar and a blue collar. Do anybody get offended by someone is called blue collar? No, they take it, they accept it. Why they are called blue collar? Are they lower? No, it is just a kind of an identification to which kind of category you belong. That is how the society works. There is always a preaching society. There is always a group that takes care of the country or community. That is the Kshatriya. Their role is to protect all the people. Then you need the traders, which is the Vaisyas. Okay, then you need what is called the blue collar. Blue collar sounds to our ears better than Shudra, because somehow Shudra has been made as if, they are very, very filthy and very low class. It should not be, construed like that. It is just the modern society, the last few centuries, we have been made to think like that, to divide. But Krishna is saying everybody is equal. Everybody has got the full opportunity to become a Brahmana. But when you come to that level, you have to act as a Brahmana. Guna karma vibhaga saha. What is our guna? What is our nature? Are we really performing as a Brahmana? If you cannot perform, then you come to Vaishya. Or are you a security personnel? You are a Kshatriya then. Or you don't want to do anything, just be lethargic or do some menial work, you fall into Shudra. But that doesn't mean you are bad or anything like that. You are chosen to be like that. But societies are very complicated. Even here, there are some people, they have said that they have been left behind because of the way the society functions. That is a man-made problem. That is not a Veda-made problem or a God-made problem. We are good in complicating things. Krishna has given a very nice format. He's saying everybody can come to me, but we are putting a lot of restriction. You can only do this, you cannot do that, and things like that. But can somebody suddenly become a pujari, a priest? No, it's not advisable, because you need to know few things. Your lifestyle should be different. Then only you can glorify and you can offer to God. If your lifestyle is very unhealthy, if you're going to go to every evening you go to the bar and you do other, materialistic thing, how can you be a priest? But that is what unfortunately happening in today's world. They're saying I am a priest. Whether I'm not just talking about our Sanatana Dharma, even in other religion, there are a priest and thing. Now it is becoming more like a job rather than a guna, not as a nature, but it has become just an employment. That is Kali. It is supposed to happen. But knowledgeable person, who has faith and who can understand what the Shastra is saying, who can be guided well by senior devotees, by the Maharaj, they will know, now I am able to understand. There is no difference. Everybody is same. I'm going to see Krishna in everyone. And then I'm going to offer my best to everybody. That is the best humanity. Dear devotees, anybody knows what is this Chandala?
Yes, Prabhuji. Chandals are the ones who
Dog eaters.
are they also stays in crematory areas?
Yeah, actually, Chandalas are right now, they are not there. But in the very, very ancient time, it used to be called as the Panchava Varna. Panchava means fifth. Some Vedas have referred Chandalas. There are 4 categories, right? Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra. And some Vedas have referred to the Panchava Varna, the 5th Varna is called Chandala, meaning their activities are very low. So they have done very extreme, unethical and illegal thing. They have been kept outcast. They have been outcast from the society. They cannot mingle with the society. And at the time, they were removed from the society. They were given only dogs. They can only keep. They cannot own anything else, no other animal. So they used to breed dogs and they used to eat dogs. A very, very tamasic way of lifestyle, So again, devotees, it is not by birth. When it all happened, these things happened. It is all used to be only by the action, by the activity. Arjuna wanted to become Brahmana. In the chapter 2 and 3, he is telling Krishna, you know what? I don't want to fight. I just want to go to the forest, do meditation, and maybe I can become a priest. But Krishna says, you will not become a priest. Because your guna is, Arjuna's guna is to rule. He's a leader. When you're a leader, you cannot follow. You can namesake, you can say, yeah, I will do it. But your guna will not allow you to do it. So Krishna knows that. That is why he's saying, it doesn't matter. Whoever is women or lower, not at all. Vaishyas, are they lower in any way? No. Today's world, Vaishyas are the number 1. The top billionaires are all. No Brahmana is there in the list, in the Vaishyas list, right? It's all business people, entrepreneurs and traders and merchants. So we only respect them. Right? That is the society now. So nobody is high or low, but everybody has got an opportunity to serve Krishna. So Krishna is saying even those who have been outcast, the Chandalas, they also have an equal opportunity to understand Krishna and to do devotional service. And as mentioned by Raghu Prabhu and others, what is the best thing in the way that we are trying to understand Bhagavad Gita and advance in spiritual path is that exactly this. Treat everybody equal. The Gaudiya philosophy as given by Srila Prabhupada, there is no differentiation between anybody. Not that other philosophies are wrong. No, there are so many other bona fide followings also. The Sri Parampara, they may not be following exactly what we are following, but their ultimate goal is, they may say Narayana, which is okay, which is Krishna only. But what is the best thing in our process is that everything is very nicely structured. No speculation. So the falling back, this is all about when you're not able to become perfect. So in our the Krishna consciousness that we are trying to follow, the format has already been given. The only thing right now we have to do, we have to advance. If we just follow, we can definitely get out of. What is the biggest impediment of this material world, devotees? Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadi. Once if you cross that, Hanuman, as we know, great devotee of Lord Rama, he used to refer Lord Rama as Rakshakatvam. Rakshakatvam means, Rakshak means the savior. In our material world, we have so many saviors. We call them Godfather, my friend, is my mentor, but they are all limited. But Hanuman says, Lord Rama is the ultimate savior. Why? Only he can take us above the Janma Mrityu Jara. Otherwise, even if you go to the top of the higher, we have already read all those things, heavenly planets, Satya Loka, even Brahma Loka you go, it is still under the material entanglement, Janma Mrityu Jara. The terms might be different. Some might live 80 years. Some of the species live maybe a few hours or few days. That's it. Their life span is only a week. Brahma's lifespan is 312 trillion years. But still, there is a beginning and end. So Hanuman says, only Lord Rama, Lord Krishna, he can take us above that. Above Satya Loka, spiritual platform, then we don't have to worry. We are in a much better situation. And Goloka Vrindavan is the final, ultimate destination for us. So, any more thoughts, devotees? How do we do it, and what is the process? It is not just offering, whether we offer it Patram Pushpam Phalam Poem, that is good. There is a scientific reason also. Devotees, why vegetarian is very much better? Any thought, devotees? Krishna is saying that as a very simple process, as a very humble thing. We may not have, sometimes we may not have anything. We may not be able to prepare pakoras and puris and sabji and kheer and gulab jamun and so on. So what are we going to offer Krishna? Is that become an excuse for us? No, he says no. Just offer me water, leaf, right? But apart from that, there is a good scientific explanation also. Patram Pushpam Phalam Poem. Devotees, why we should not eat meat? Scientifically, let us set aside Bhagavad Gita for a moment. Any scientific explanation?
Yeah,
Yes.
Prabhuji, sorry. I think, Prabhuji, yeah, like eating meat means like tamasic food, and that will make you like act like that, or you become like that. Yeah, I think that is my understanding is, yeah.
Yeah, question is that why it is tamasic? The entire world is selling that, right? Beef is for dinner. That is the advertisement you would see most of the place. Beef is the number one export, whatever food item you can call, right? Any more thoughts, devotees? Why it is tamasic? Scientifically, spiritually, we know we don't have to do that. Because there's a lot of violence involved. When you are going to take a living entity, there is a lot of negative energy there. So do you want to eat that negative, consume that negative energy? Because animals, there are so many research and videos out there, devotees, just before they get slaughtered, they can understand death. They can feel death. Whether it is one day before or whenever they're kept in the slaughterhouse, they can feel the death. So they are going to leave that 2 days, 3 days, or 1 week just with pure, very, very, negative energy. They also have energy. They also have a soul. Their mechanism also is like our mechanism. And then we are going to eat that. Think about it, right? But there is one more thing scientifically also. They say that our human form, body, is not, we have the longest intestine. It takes more time to digest meat. So we are not like animals. Animals, they will eat something because their intestine is very short. They're able to digest that much faster. And also, they have this is all Krishna's creation. He did not give that to human beings. He gave that to only animals. We can say animals is eating, right? But their saliva has got a particular chemical. They can digest. Again, it helps them digest very fast. Not for human beings. We don't have that. So all this meat that anybody is going to consume, it's only a kind of a slow poison. Even I think many doctors have also confirmed that. What do you think, Baldev Sir Prabhu?
First of all, if they don't eat meat, I'll be jobless.
That is well said, Prabhu. Very well said. Yeah. That's a good statement. Yeah, meat, any meat. And then consciousness also it affects. There is a saying, right, even in the Western philosophy, that you are what you eat. Right? If you eat very nice, simple, food, your body is much more happy, your mind is much more happy, and your consciousness, obviously, it's much more purer, more positive, right? So these are all, it's not that Krishna is just throwing some instruction here and there and it got no relevance. Everything can be really scientifically proven. And then you have to have faith on that. You can always, we can always debate. Krishna never said, out of the 700, he never even once mentioned, don't eat meat. But he is already very clearly saying what is violence. Right? So we got to understand. And how can we understand this? Again, through the devotional path, a guru can explain this nicely. If Srila Prabhupada had not given this nice instruction, we wouldn't know. We would think, why cannot I eat meat? Like anybody, I can also eat meat. And another reason given for eating meat is that I need strength and protein. Devotees, the two strongest species that we know of, horse and elephant, they are strict vegetarian. If they can be so strong being vegetarian, the power of anything is called as horsepower, right? Because the horse has got so much strength. Horse is a vegetarian. It doesn't eat meat. So what strength are we going to get by eating meat? Right? So everything has got a very logical, pragmatic understanding and background. Only thing is that we have to accept it. We have to have some faith in those. Otherwise, we can say that, hey, all this is a mumbo jumbo. I really don't believe it. Or I don't want to really, it is too much for me. All I know is that I came into this world. Let me lead my life one day at a time. I'm done. But Krishna many times is saying, this is a rare opportunity to have the human form. Bhagavad Gita is for you have to have some little intelligence. You have to have some Brahmanical qualities. Again, not by birth. The understanding that, hey, what is the purpose of my life? I've come here. Look at the manifestation of this entire world. Definitely there is a supreme power. Divinity is there. There is a God. So, and today I have the opportunity to understand all these things. Can I, do a high jump and get the absolute purpose of my life? We can do it. It's possible. So Krishna is the one after another is giving very nice purport. In this purport also is saying there is no restriction at all. Raghu Prabhu, few more minutes left. Any thoughts? Anything you want to say?
It's a nice discussion. These days when it comes to meat, you know how it's all packaged. And, you go to a McDonald's, you get this hamburger between the buns and so on. And young children, they don't know what the origin of this is that is coming. They don't even know if it's coming from an animal. So they find the taste very nice and they eat it. So that's how the society has become in general. So it's gone so far in one direction to the only way you can draw them back is some people, some doctors will advocate that it has to come to have, you'll have health problems as you keep on eating this kind of diet and you have to cut back. And even then they say, try and eat the lean part of it. So, they have to do it slowly. So anyway, that's from a health perspective, it's something that's not desirable. And we know that eating pure vegetarian meals is also keeps our um, mind better focused and better able to concentrate on something like bhakti, for instance. Otherwise, you cannot get into devotion. I'm not saying those people are not devoted, but you can't get to the same level that is possible with a vegetarian diet. Michael.
Absolutely, Prabhu. Everything is controlled in the material world by the three modes of nature, the sattva, the rajas, and the tamas. Everything. Food, music, activities, association, everything. So the food is also, there is some food that are very, very sattvic, very, very pure. It doesn't do any harm to your body. Then there are the, food that belongs to the passion. And then there is very tamasic, very stale liquor. I think I read somewhere there is something called a snake bite. Nowadays, youngsters also take it in some countries. The snake will bite you one time, you will get little high after the bite. It's like an addiction. Can you believe it? So these are all tamasic way of leading life. The best thing is that is why Srila Prabhupada, he said that in the 60s, obviously, he said that, hey, why don't you go for a higher taste? The snake bite, you can take one snake bite a day. If you take it 2 snake bites, you will die, right? Because snake is, after all, a poison after some time. Here also, I believe the younger generation is taking so many chemicals and just to feel high. So the higher taste is God consciousness, Krishna consciousness. Think about Krishna, sing Kirtan about Krishna, glorify him and read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. You will feel really so much happy, so much joyful. Right? So it's a very practical thing. It's not what we are talking here and what we are trying to achieve is not something imaginary. It's a proven record. Many thousands and thousands, millions of people are following this path. They find it, the life is ultimately, what is the purpose? I want to be joyful, happy, content, satisfied. That will come only out of devotional service. Srila Prabhupada said that simple living, higher thinking. So that is the best solution. Namananda Prabhu, Any final thoughts?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam. Sorry, Prabhuji, I joined a little late.
Okay.
Yes, Prabhu, wonderful discussion. I heard in one lecture, Prabhuji, like all this animal killing, like when they cry, that has some direct relationship with all the natural disaster coming. So there has been some research. One of the lecture, Omuklila Prabhu shared this after some big earthquake in Middle East. So yes, Prabhuji, everything this has direct relationship, like how nature can respond. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Back to you. Dandavat.
Absolutely, Prabhu. Everything has got an action and reaction, right, in the material world. So if you're going to be doing something, and then we come and talk about environment and how I can protect the ecosystem, how can I protect the nature, how, unless you are going to change yourself, unless you're going to change your lifestyle, you're going to kill millions and millions of animals each day. How much of negative environment are we creating? Nobody wants to talk about that. But they want to see everything getting purer. How will it become pure? When our day-to-day lifestyle, when the food that we eat is not pure, how is the surrounding will be pure? Subal Prabhu has got a solution for that. He always comes up with the best solution, what to do in the material world.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Then yes, Prabhuji, wonderful display. Yeah, as Prabhuji said, if the kids see what they are eating, they go to like I mean see bush gardens, that gardens, it gardens. Parents have to take them to the slaughterhouses, then they will never eat meat. And also the Sankirtan festival, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu predicted, has to go to every town and village. Chanting the holy names of the Lord will definitely purify everyone. Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Absolutely, Prabhu. Absolutely. So many thousands and millions of Westerners who had no other lifestyle than only eating all meat and drugs and alcohol and a very unregulated lifestyle, they all change. And not only they have become much more happy, content, and very satisfied. That's the ultimate outcome, which we are trying to, what is our job, goal? Ultimately, yes, I want to earn money. But what am I going to, if I'm not happy, what is the purpose of having a money? What am I going to do? If I don't have a good health, what is the problem, right? As we know, the World Health Organization says that the next biggest pandemic is not COVID, but it is the depression and anxiety among the younger generation. So what are you going to do? Millions of kids in depression, and you are asking what is the solution? The solution is your lifestyle. Simple. But that is Kali Yuga, Prabhu. I mean, people will not take it seriously now because they will say, oh, these are all ancient, somebody wrote, somebody said something. I want immediate sense gratification. So that is why at least we are trying to understand the instruction from Bhagavad Gita and trying to apply that as much as possible. And once if we do that, there also in Bhakti also has got stages. We start with some faith, Shraddha, and slowly we become purer and purer. During the weekend, we used to watch Bollywood, Hollywood movies. Our circle were different. We were involved, engaged in a lot of gossiping. Gossiping is the biggest addict. When Krishna, Srila Prabhupada says no intoxication, that includes gossiping also. Let's not think it is just only some substance somebody is going to use. No, it's our mind also. Our mind has to become very pure. So the gossip is gone, the anarthas is gone, all the jealousy, envy is all slowly going away. So more and more we engage ourselves in association, devotional service. It will become much purer. And then with the mercy of senior acharyas and maharaj and devotees, if one pure devotee can bless us, devotees, we are all safe. We have a kavach, complete protection. Nothing will happen. So devotees, time is 9. Maybe any final thoughts? Maybe it's almost 9:02. So anybody want to say anything? Okay. Very good, devotees. We shall resume tomorrow. One more thing. We have to glorify Bhaswati Mataji. Mataji, are you here?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Yes, Prabhuji, I'm here.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Wish you a very, very happy Krishna consciousness birthday. You are an amazing devotee. We are all, personally, I consider very fortunate to have your association, Somen Prabhuji, Mishuk Prabhuji. You inspire so many devotees with all the, organizing all the programs and, the satsang, the bhakti viksha. Now Damodar month is going to come. And almost every day we are going to offer lamb to Lord Damodara. So whatever Bhagavad Gita is saying, even if you don't have time to do all those things, if you offer lamb to Lord Damodara, I think we are in very good shape. That's what Shastra is saying again. I know Krishna knows we are very busy, and but anyhow, Mataji, thank you so much for all your wonderful seva and of course your kirtans. Today we will not ask you to sing. Somebody can sing. Who will sing?
Thank you, Prabhuji, for your prayers.
Baldeswar Prabhu, you want to say something?
Prabhuji, you are the best to sing for Mataji. Yes, Prabhuji, let me glorify Mataji. So I know her very well. Not only very sweet kirtaniyas, but she's preaching a lot. I think that is now is her heart and soul, rather than her job is a second. Please continue, Mataji. Prabhupada or Guru will be pleased. Already pleased, but they'll be more pleased on you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for your kind words. Please pray for me so that I can continue bhakti. And here, poor new devotees present here, please consider to have Damodar month satsang program at your home if you can. You do not have to make a big program for this month, but offering ghee lamps to the Lord Damodar will be very auspicious in this month. So
Every Monday.
and you can contact me. Archana Mataji, are you in ISKCON Tampa group or any other group, Brandon or regular ISKCON Tampa group?
New Tampa group. I just recently got added.
Oh, okay. Please, Mataji, you can contact me or I'll contact you if you would like to
Sure.
do anything at your home. And welcome to the group. We're very
Thank
happy
you.
to have you, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji's, Mataji's here present.
Hare Krishna.
Yes.
I know we need to at least sing Hare Krishna Mahamantra because Mataji sings Hare Krishna birthday Mahamantra for everybody. There is no way we can sing like her, but just
Prabhu.
10 seconds we will try. Hare Krishna to you. Hare Krishna to you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna to you. Hare Rama to you. Hare Rama to you. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Rama to you. All glories to you, Mataji. Hari Bol. Once again, have a wonderful day.
So much. Thank you. I'm very blessed to have all of you, and with all of your association, I think I will be able to progress in bhakti. Prabhuji, please pray for me. I need prayers.
Hari Bol.
We both.
Devotees, it looks like there may be another meeting right now. So we will conclude our. Is that correct, Prabhuji? So we will conclude here. Okay. Vancha kalpatarabhyasya kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam panebhyo vaishnavabhyo namo namaha. Hari Bol, devotees. We shall resume tomorrow. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.